Ken Johnson with DeJuan Blake, one of the members of the money team. Been waiting for Mayweather for years. What is Floyd's mindset in this final hurrah?
Get him up out of there. He just want to go out there and perform to the best that he's used to performing. And actually, this one's more or less personal to him, I think. You know, he felt like a lot of the racist shit that Conor was saying. Now he get to close the chapter on that door right now. So, yeah, his mindset, he going out there to kill or be killed.
Does it bother y'all, fact, because you're a boxing man, you've been in this game for 20 years, what do you think about all that, basically, the hating coming from the boxing world? Like, y'all get more love from MMA people than y'all in the boxing world.
If there wasn't no hate, then it wouldn't be where we at right now. So I love the hate. Keep hating. It works best for him.
How much is it, on a personal note, does it make you feel to be there from day one and to see all this happen from when Floyd was barely getting a spot on ESPN to now he's close to getting 5 million buys for this biggest event of all time?
God has a plan for everybody. I wasn't, this was already mapped out already. So the only thing I'm doing is just following the leader from the man above and enjoying the opportunities I was blessed with or the things I was able to be around. So, yeah, that's what we had with that one.
Of course, you're a boxing guy. Do you even watch MMA?
Nah. Never watched MMA.
Stay boxing. So you never even seen Conor fight live then, I assume?
I went to one fight when it was a quick fight. I went to the bathroom and there was a fight, came back, the fight was over.
Oh, was it an Aldo fight?
So, I think so, it was the Aldo fight. Yeah, I went to that fight.
Do you think he has legit skills? Like just as a combat sport fighter?
Any man that's into combat sports must have some type of skills, whether it be MMA or boxing. So I ain't gonna discredit nobody because the shit that they do, boxer or MMA, I ain't gonna do shit. So I ain't gonna never take that credit away from them.
Of course, you know boxing's not gonna die. Do you think the people coming up, the Gervonta Davis, the Earl Spence,
let's not say that they're not. There's always a situation. There's been many boxers that have had casualties in the ring, but the ratio is very slim. But at the end of the day, you always have to prepare for the worst.
You think with people coming up, you think Floyd, they'll have some form of Floyd Mayweather's blueprint would be part of their game to get for future stars that get to the top of boxing now that he's about to ride off?
When you say blueprint, meaning the style of fighting?
Style of fighting, the stuff you have to do in and out the ring, the marketing, the whole
style
bit.
Of fighting, no, because in order for you to be successful, you must have your own style. Floyd had his own style, so that's how he was able to be successful. As far as marketing, yeah, you have to learn from a person that was able to start from the bottom and go all the way to the top off of his marketing skills. But when it comes to the fighting part, I don't really think that another fighter should imitate another fighter too well, because that's not going to get them to where they be. Because the first thing that a reporter like you going to say is that, oh, he fights like such and such, or he fights like da-da-da-da, and you don't want that. You want somebody to be like, you know what, he fights like who he is.
Well, this is my question. What would be wrong to say? Somebody say, hey, you fight like Floyd Mayweather, because as you know, a lot of people want to get in this whole blood, sweat, and tears. Why don't people realize getting hit is not cool? Just like Floyd realized. So if somebody said, hey, you fight like Floyd Mayweather, I'd take that as a compliment, because he don't get hit.
Most definitely. I agree with you.
So why do you think people think that's so cool? Regardless if it's MMA or boxing, that getting hit. Yeah, people, like for instance, they'll boo a guy that wins by decision, regardless of how technical performance, regardless if it's UFC or boxing.
It's just like dealing with NBA. You had the Chicago Bulls back then win all the championships, but now you got the Golden State Warriors winning the championships, but the different styles of playing was totally different. See, if Michael Jordan was playing, there would be no Steph Curry. He ain't gonna let no Steph Curry drive in the hole and take them jump shots. They're gonna be trying to clothesline them and get them up out of there, injure them, or do whatever they could to make sure that they end up winning the game. So, shit changes through different eras. So, back to your question, eras change. Different times. So these fighters nowadays, they more or less watching what other people are doing, just like the kids nowadays. They doing what other people are doing. Like, society's different. Everybody's just changing.
Final question. With all the numbers, the money and everything, what is this last 20 years meant for you? And also, can you give us an insight of why somebody, if they're on the fence, like, man, do I really want to buy all this? Why should they buy this pay-per-view?
It's more different to me because it's more of a family situation. So, I saw the work that Floyd put in all these years to be the person that he is today. So, it's like we don't want to see it end, but we do want to see it end because we've been doing it so long. One shot could change up the game, even with him getting older. And what was the next question?
Why should somebody watch this pay-per-view?
Oh, if you,
They like on the fence, like, man, I don't know if I should buy this.
you don't have to do shit, but you're gonna watch it. Believe me, you're gonna watch it. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Listen, if you decide to watch it, you decide to watch it. But if you don't decide to watch it, then that's on you. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.